Michael Jackson married Lisa Marie Presley. How weird can it get? I suppose psychology textbooks would probably say it's all classic. A child who tries to save an exotic and fragile father ends up repeating the experience as an adult, hoping to redeem it. But Lisa Marie Presley talks about something else as well. Her genetic wildness and a seismic rebellion against her mother, actress Priscilla Presley. What happened to them may console any parent who thinks they have it tough.
So is your mom a rebel?
Not at all. Not at all. No, we're like black and white, she and I. I'm so like, rawr, you know, I'm so the opposite of her. Like, I just broke every social barrier she's ever had. I'm pretty unsolicited, unedited, no holds barred in my speech patterns and my behavior. She's a beautiful person, you know, and she's very soft-spoken and very sweet and very this, and I'm just like this, like a bull in her china shop.
What was the worst thing you did?
God, must we do this? The worst thing, I think it was consistently just bad behavior, period, you know.
Drugs?
Yeah.
A lot?
You know, the thing is, I did drugs from when I was 14 to 17. Completely stopped, right? Never again. Never touched it again. What happened was I was just really out of control, and my mom, she put me in the castle in Hollywood.
The castle is a Scientology center where her mother sent her after she had binged on drugs.
Because she knew that I would be watched and controlled. And, you know, kept, because she kicked me out of the house.
She did?
Yeah.
Scared you?
It was more just like, what am I doing? Why are we here? Why am I here? What's happening?
And since then, nothing?
Nothing.
But even clean and sober, a rebel is always a rebel. Though nothing Lisa Marie Presley would ever do to her mom would equal this.
Okay.
Michael Jackson?
Oh, God.
Michael Jackson?
I thought you were going to go here first. I was hoping you forgot.
Why did you marry Michael Jackson?
Okay, can I just, well...
What were you doing?
Let me now, I've been trying to go through this. I haven't thought much about this, what I was going to say, but I just figured it'd fly out of my mouth. Okay, first of all, I heard he wanted to meet me when I was 18. I didn't want to because I was a freak. And I just want to say he's not stupid. He didn't get where he was because he's stupid. And not... It's unfortunate that not a lot of people know who he really is. He doesn't let anybody see it. And he has some idea about how he should represent himself in the public that he thinks works for him, which is this sort of meek, victim-y, quiet thing that he does, which is not anything like how he really is. So he doesn't let a lot of people see that. When he wants to lock into you, and he wants to intrigue you or capture you or, you know, whatever he wants to do with you, he can do it. He's very capable of doing that. And he was very quick to, the first time I met him, sit me down and go, listen, and I'm not gay. I know you think this. I know you think that. And started cursing, started, you know, being a normal person. And I was like, wow. So I get caught up in that. I'm pulled in right away. Like, wow, you're so misunderstood. Oh, my God, you're this guy. I fell into this whole, you poor, sweet, misunderstood thing. I'm going to save you. You know, I fell into that. I fell in love with him. I did.
In love?
Yes, I fell in at the time. Now,
sexual attraction?
I told you. Everything I said was the truth.
Sexual attraction.
At the time. Yeah.
What about the way he looked?
I told you. See, now, I'm not attracted to mediocrity or normalcy or things like that. I think certain things are... I'm weird. I don't know. I'm whacked.
Nobody thought this would last.
Okay. My arms were toned.
What did your mother say?
She called me and said there are, you know, oh, Lisa, there's helicopters outside the house, and they're saying you married Michael Jackson. And I go, I was just quiet. And she goes, you didn't. She goes, you did. And I go, yeah, I did. And then it was just like, you know, that was game on for me. Woo, Mom doesn't like it. Let's go. I don't know.
But she didn't know you were going to get married?
No. No, that was quick. That was like, run away, do this quick thing.
So, partly it was a good way just to torment her a little.
Maybe.
She married the biggest star of her time. You were going to marry the biggest music star of your time.
And I don't think it was that premeditated. I knew she really didn't want me to do that, and I understand. At that time, I was still kind of in that mode. It was just her reaction to my even dating him. It was like, you know, typical mother-daughter, like, oh, you don't like him? Good. He's going to be my husband type thing. It was terrible.
You'll go to great lengths to prove a point, and nobody could stop you from doing it.
Hell no. Nobody stopped me from doing anything, which is the really sad part about it. Unless, you know, it's my children. But they don't always know what I'm about to get into.
I still remember the first time I met her, 1995. Our first interview.
But you can't live with somebody day to day. We're together all the time, first of all. Second thing, how can you fake that 24 hours a day with somebody, sleeping with somebody, waking up with somebody?
And you did live together?
Yeah.
I didn't believe that.
Well, let's just put it this way. If he was in town, he was at my house.
Which was how often?
Well, I don't know. It started to get less and less towards the end.
Again, you can slug me on this question, but I gotta go back. So these were like romantic nights?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't remember them very well, but yes. I mean, it was normal. I wasn't going to get married if it wasn't that. But see, then it was like wanting to get married. So I don't know if it was, you know, like I even remember thinking, how is that going to happen? You know, I can't even imagine him like that, whatever. And then he quickly disillusioned me of that idea.
Looking back, do you think he used you?
I can't, God, you know, I don't think it's out of the question. But at the same time, I never thought of myself like that. I thought I was all caught up in who he was.
When we come back, what did she really think about the allegations swirling around him? By the way, Presley says she and her mother are now close and that they honor, even laugh at, their differences.
When we return, from the king's favorite princess to the king of pop's queen, a woman under a spell
I got completely seduced.
finally comes to her senses.
How did you tell him that was it?
Lisa Marie on Leaving Michael, when Primetime continues.
A few months ago, it seems, the whole world watched that documentary on Michael Jackson, only to be reminded once again of him and young children. Lisa Marie Presley's reaction to the broadcast was that she left that world long ago, but we wanted to know more about what she thinks now of the man whose behavior she defended on television with me in 1995. By now, everyone has seen the famous footage of him dangling the baby. Michael Jackson, just the latest in his bizarre stunts. Do you think he's crazy?
Oh my God. I think his behavior is a bit erratic, but I don't know if he's like technically psychotic, you know. But, you know, I don't want to go off. I don't want to keep talking about him. I don't want to knock him, you know what I mean? I'm really not interested in, like, going off on him.
What about him and drugs?
I never saw it, but I suspect it. I don't know, though.
Because there's been talk about painkillers all the way through.
You know, it's funny because I never saw it, so I can't answer. He never would tell me about it. He knew I was completely not into that.
By the time Lisa Marie Presley married Michael Jackson, Jackson reportedly had been treated for addiction to painkillers. He was also under siege. He had been investigated for child molestation with a 12-year-old boy.
I am totally innocent of any wrongdoing.
Jackson settled a civil suit with the family, reportedly for millions of dollars. And his camp implied he was the victim of extortion.